Good evening all. Make sure my microphone is on. Good evening all. Hope we're all doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry I am a little bit late. We did originally intend, of course, to start this at 7 p.m. and now we're starting it at 8 p.m. But get your votes in, yes. Who is going to win? Is it going to be the Toyota or is it going to be the CHICANE? I can safely say I think it's going to be the CHICANE. I will explain why in just a moment. But yes, we were supposed to start at 7 p.m. and I was out filming today with a client, and I think we were due to start at 3 p.m. I was like, oh, it'll only take a couple of hours. I was like, right, okay. I scheduled the stream before I left. I thought there's no way on earth I would be back later than 6:30. 6:30, I was still just packing up all the camera and filming equipment at the job. So I was like, obviously, I'm not going to make it back to the office for the stream. I literally did get here, though, at 7:05, so I just missed it. I was absolutely gutted. But I've had a little watch of Stephen, Scotty's stream, and a couple of bits, and had a little bit of practice myself. A lot of pace to be made, a lot of time to be gained. And I'm going to explain this whole CHICANE situation right now, because there is something that I've spotted since the last time we've done Dragon Trail. But yes, I think everyone will probably be in agreement that the CHICANE is most likely to win. I will have a look and see where people's votes have gone. But do go have a little look at that poll. Toyota, CHICANE, or do we think it'll be a draw? Do we reckon we'll have 2 races where we die and 2 races where we're fine? We're going to get 4 in total. So have a little... yeah, hopefully we'll have a good chance to get some good results. 4 races is a bit more than I thought we were going to get, because for some reason I was thinking this finished, the last entry was 10 p.m, but it's not, it's 11. So of course that means we managed to get 4 entries, 8 p.m, 9 p.m, 10, and then 11. So yes, I am looking forward to that. Found a strange loophole about the Toyota in manufacturers. Well, I am all ears, Ark. Is it of benefit? Does it help us, this loophole, or does it hinder us? Does it help or does it get in the way? What is it good or bad? The hard tyres I could do with a bit of practice on, to be honest, because a lot of this race we are on hard tyres. And we'll have a very quick look at the race details as well, because this is an interesting race, this one. Fuel wear is quite high, tyre wear is quite low, but what was the other but? We do need to use both the racing hard and the racing medium. Now, there was a bit of debate on Scotty's stream, actually. I was trying to make sense of it, because I sort of joined about halfway through, but there was a bit of debate on whether you start on the hard or the medium tyres. He was starting from P1, and I didn't quite manage to see. I don't know if Craig will be able to let me know how he did finish, because then I jumped on here to start the stream and stuff. So, did he manage to get the win from pole? I think he lost the position, then he got it back. Did he? I think someone binned it in the chicane. That was kind of where I'd got up to. I was sort of half managing to catch it. A 147 at the minute. I've just managed to set that a couple of laps. I don't know if we'll get round the track quickly enough, but we'll quickly have a look here at the CHICANE. We're on the hard tyres, because we could probably do with a bit of practice, or just feel them out a little bit and see how badly they feel. But yeah, 147 at the moment. I can definitely improve, but the problem being is this CHICANE is a bit of a pain in the arse, and I'll tell you why. I think, from what I can gather, now the 4-wheel drive cars, by the way, as well, tremendously, hugely, horrifically overpowered around here, and so it looks as if the WRXs, the GTRs, the usual, are going to be all up top. At least they were in Scotty's stream as well, so that seemed to just basically confirm all suspicions. But, and the Toyota is one of these cars, the Group 4 on GT7 versus GT Sport, the Group 4 does seem to get a little bit unsettled a little bit easier. It's still not an easy car to unsettle, but it's easier to unsettle than it did when you've got your foot down on full throttle. And when you come to the CHICANE, I'm on the hard tyres here, so I'll also have to watch what I'm doing because of that. Whoa, we'll outbrake there on the hards as well. The curbs going in to the death chicane, or at the death chicane, not these ones here, although these are admittedly still a little bit of a bigger bump, I feel. These here, I must mess this up horrifically, but you see there, I know we've hit that side on, but I'm still finding that the car is so easily unsettled in that chicane. So it's a little bit of a worry. It's quite hard to try and intentionally take that so flat, because if you do just run that little bit wide, you're done for. You are absolutely done for. So as what we're trying to do is hit this line here, so that we don't. So that if we go to, yeah, that was the view we wanted. So that if we go to this view, this is the line. Around here is where we want to be on the exit, but it's so easier said than done, and of course everyone will know just how difficult this chicane is. So the entry's not too much of a problem. We're now needing to take a slightly different line than what you could do on GT Sport, and I don't think I've been on Dragon Trail much on GT7. Otherwise, I feel like I would have noticed this, but you kind of need to be a little bit further off the apex on the left on the way in, so that you're able to get the outside of the curb on the way out. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's really, really been throwing me off a little bit when I've come to try and set the laps. It's proving to make it a little bit more tricky. So I hope that makes sense anyways. If anyone else is in the Supra or a car similar that is prone to being a little bit unsettled, that is the line that you've really got to take, because for me, I'm struggling so much to get through there consistently without making a mistake and without finding out why the death chicane is called the death chicane. So I hope that makes sense. Appreciate everybody, by the way, being so active in the chat straight off the belt, because well, it's just mega, isn't it? Absolutely mega. Let me just see if I can close that poll. There we go. And see everyone's comments as well. So appreciate everyone tuning in, being so active in the chat straight off, right at the very start. That is always a good start to a stream, I reckon. But yes, as I say, hopefully we got some good results to come. So have I said hello to everybody first of all? Raymond as well, I think I missed you. James right at the start as well, I'm sure I've seen you saying hello. There you are. I need a PA. Get to my places on time. I would love a PA. Does anyone want to... I can't pay you very much, but maybe he's in cheap Aldi chocolate, 30 pence a bar. I can pay you in plenty of that. If anyone wants to be a PA, that would be mega. Yes, Raymond, Craig, Ark, and James. Hope everyone is well so far. Anyone else watching, do say hello in chat. Yeah, knowing how many laps your car is able to do on a full tank. So this is where it gets interesting as well, because this race we've not really seen. I don't think at all on manufacturers where fuel has been the main driver of the strategy, if that makes sense. We've had a few where it's just been flat out one, no stop race, no pits, no nothing needed. It's all just on the one tyre. We've had a few a bit like this one. This is a combination where we've had to do both. We've got a pit because of tyres, but we've also got a pit. Well, mandatory tyres. We could realistically do the whole load of laps on one set because tyre wear is very low. But yeah, this is the first one I think in this season where the fuel is actually deciding when we go into the pit. So we're gonna have to be getting good at fuel saving as well. Absolutely. Knowing how many laps that your car is able to do. I presume starting on the mediums is going to be the way to go, but I don't know, because you want to try and run as far as you can into the race. So if you know you can do whatever it's going to be, 10 laps on the mediums or something like that. I genuinely don't know any of the numbers. So this first race we're going to be finding it all out, because I didn't manage to see too much of Scotty's or anybody else's streams to know what the average sort of number of laps is going to be. If anyone has any numbers that they would care to share, then please do. But I think, yeah, it's going to be a short shifting sort of race. As many laps as we can on the mediums. See, I've already messed it up. That's what I mean. I did mess that up a little bit, but you see how I caught the curb. I was kind of fine on the way out, and just until that front wheel clobbered that curb, we got a bit of damage, but we just keep going. Saves us restarting an entire lap again. Bob, how we doing? Good evening. 9 hard, 5 medium is what most are doing. Really? Why are they doing more laps on the hard then? Is this what Scotty was talking about on in the chat? People were disagreeing with him. Why are they doing more laps on the hard tyres then? That was awful. Scotty has Super GT in his lobby, love it. I've still got a little way to go before I get into those kind of lobbies. To be honest, actually, not that far. We're very close to A+, and I would love a few good results tonight to tip us over there. Oh, other way around, right? Okay, that makes sense. You had me very confused for a second there. And do you know what it is, Craig? I still would have took your word for it. I still would have done 9 laps on the hard and I would have just assumed that that was correct. Right. Oh, see, I'm lifting here already. Oh, see? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. That chicane used to be a whole lot flatter. And you never got the car that unsettled going through there. You always just had to miss the 2 actual pillars, the 2 walls. And I'm really struggling with this. I don't know if I just haven't done this since it was on GT7. Or I haven't done it that much. You definitely used to be able to be a bit more brutal than that on GT Sport. For sure. $158. P11 still. Now P12. Right, that was also awful. Let's just get a banker lap in here. Ah! Chicane is easy. I'm laughing at that already, Stu. Chicane is easy. Let me catch the next bit. Just put the wheel where? Put the wheel inside the bum strips. Yeah, but this is the problem. It's when the rears clobber it that it unsettles it so easily. The Supra is one of those cars where it's weird because it doesn't easily unsettle, which is what makes you think you've got it settled. And then you find out that you haven't got it unsettled once you're facing the wrong way. Oh, hey, there we go. That was a bit better. That was a bit better. Oh, you absolute plonker. Come on. Second part of the chicane, yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I suppose. I was saying the opposite way. Get further away from them to be on the safer side. But actually, maybe being more aggressive makes it more safe if you can get super close to the right hand side. Maybe, I don't know. This is the problem. I've not had a chance to do too much, so it definitely does feel like they've raised the profile of those curbs, though. 1,000,000%. Again, that might not be an update on GT7, like, you know, from one of the last updates. That could just be the difference of GT Sport to 7. because I really don't think I've actually done this track probably at all. I don't think it's been in the daily races. If it has been, I haven't done it. So anyways, surely enough we can improve by the 2.4 seconds. We can improve at least half of that. I would have thought, from that rather horrific 48.5. Right, here we go. Oh, see, there it is. Oh, no, there it is. Trying to get to that right-hand side. Right, this will at least be a 47. Oh, Jesus, no, it won't be. 48.1. Wow, that's awful. Oh, nah. Brake too early there. Lift and turn in before the marshal. I don't even think I've ever spotted a marshal there. Let's have a look next time we're going round. In a tower, right, let's keep an eye out for him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, got it. I spotted him. I don't think I've ever spotted him there, but subconsciously I've been aware, because that's normally been my lift point anyways, so I think it's there's a 150 board there, isn't there? Or 100 board, whatever it is, but I know which one, yeah. Ah, see, that still wasn't quite ideal. I feel like it was lifting too much on that one, but that's going to be a low 47. Still only good enough for P14. I'm going to have to really hope that I improve on this one. Which I'm probably not going to after that. Say that feels like I'm a few tenths up there, or 4 tenths up. Let's try again. No, I've done it wrong. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. We're alright, we're alright. The Toyota is going to beat the Def Chicane, I'm telling you. Don't doubt the Toyota. What it's not going to beat though is that braking point. The braking point in the final corner. It can't do that. It can't do that. Right, is this going to be hopefully a 46? My God, we're going to be last. My word, we are going to be last. No. That's awful. And we've got a Supra that was temporarily P4 there. We've got a bit of work to do. We're going to improve as the night goes on though, no doubt about that. So if you've tuned in now, we're in it for the long haul. Don't forget that. We are in it for the long haul. Got to be doing 120 plus out of the chicane. You know what's mad? I've never once paid attention, I don't think, to my exit speed. I'm normally going through it with my eyes shut. That's probably why. Right, we'll start on the hard then, surely. Yeah. Start on the hard. And how many laps did Craig say? He said 9 on the medium. So we'll judge it on that. We'll judge it on that. Start on hards, yeah, definitely, definitely. Can't believe we're starting, we're literally starting pretty much dead last year, aren't we? Oh my god, we are. I mean, what I mean to say is, I forgot to tell you all that we were doing a last to first challenge. So purposely put in such a bad quality time that we start last. So don't worry about it. It's in the bag. Yeah, 5 hard, 9 medium. P4 in the 86, not bad at all. Oh, sorry, Ark. Sorry, what was your comment about the thing? Because you said something about the 86, but I missed it. Apparently, if you own the 86, although you can't register it as your car, you can use it in the manual, which is... No. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. So for those who didn't see Ark's comment, if you own the 86, this is for Toyota. If you own the 86, although you can't register it as your car, you can use it in the manufacturer's. Which is weird, I'm not complaining because it's way easier to drive the Supra. Yeah, interesting. I agree, I find the Supra easier to drive. But if the 86 performs better in this tuning range, that's interesting. Well, that's an interesting little hack that I didn't know. I wonder if that's the same for... I'm trying to think of other manufacturers where they have a car that you can't register, that you can't lease for the manufacturer race. I'm trying to think if there's any other manufacturers that would be like that. Yeah, exactly. 86 is P2. Oh, used P2, was he? Wow, there you go then. Hadn't even noticed that. As stable as it was in GT Sport, but faster. Interesting. Interesting. Right, yo then. Well, wish us luck here. Let's see how indeed we get on. Starting from hard here, I may not fuel save because we'll still get the 5 laps out of it, and I wonder if I can maybe try and make a little bit of progress before we pit. But whilst we're behind everybody like this, we will do a bit of fuel saving, short shifting, slipstreams, all the rest of it, the usual sort of stuff. Oh, nearly. We've got a Supra in front of us as well here. Michael, good evening. You can use the Aston DBR9. Do they not? Is that not already a car you can select when you choose? I think I thought you had the option between the R9 and the V12. Did you? Do you or do you not? Or did you not get it this time? I remember having the choice on GT Sport. I think. Whoa! Oh, nah. 1-0 to the Death Chicane. 1-0 to the Death Chicane. And that is that race absolutely ruined. We're off to a good start, boys and girls. We're off to a good start. Oh, hang on a minute. Has my stream just gone off altogether, or what? It has on my phone, at least. Have we lost the stream, everybody, or are we is everyone still there? Oh, no, we haven't lost the stream. Just my phone had lost the stream. That was bizarre. Rightio then. We'll carry on. That was a tremendous start then, wasn't it? Don't know if that was me overestimating. Choice on GT Sport, not anymore. Interesting, right? Okay, I got you. Don't know if that was me underestimating or overestimating the ability. Yeah, picture all good there. That's good to know then. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I looked at my phone. My phone had gone blank. I think the YouTube app had just crashed on my phone. I always have it there for a reference, considering some of the streams we've done that have been absolute monstrosities. RIP, by the way. Stream good though. Yeah, I would rather I died than the stream died, to be fair. Or maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. Right. We'll try and remain somewhat positive and hopefully consistent. Let's concentrate. There we go. We'll catch up. We'll catch up. We'll be alright. At the end of the day, we started P14. Our aim now is just to make up some positions. So, you know, by the time we get 15 laps in, and at least half of the grid will have made the same mistake, it's absolutely guaranteed, then we might have a few positions that are up for grabs. Although 27 seconds behind the leader, P1 is unlikely to be one of those positions. I know that much, but anyways, they're probably on the medium tyres as well. So we'll keep an eye on the gaps and stuff to them. Providing we don't bin it, we can use it from now. We try and use it as a bit of a reference. And have a look at when they come out and the gaps and the times and all that sort of malarkey. And there we go, we gained 4 tenths out of nothing there, so I wonder if they've had a situation in the Death Chicane. Stay in 5th. Oh my god. Need to brake a lot earlier on these mediums, on these racing hards. Stay in 5th, Craig's saying. Don't hit the wall though. Craig probably also says that, but Craig probably felt didn't need to tell me that. He probably thought that I should already know that, but it turned out I didn't. Oh, dearie me. 110 miles an hour out of the chicane there. I paid attention to that one. As Craig says, oh, we need to be a lot quicker than that. But yeah, keep it in. You're saying keep it in 5th. So yeah, through the chicane. Yeah, cool. Oh, dearie me. Right, well, we got Art Ranger there is P13. I'm trying to work out how far he is, considering the guy ahead 6 seconds gap, but he's got quite a way to the Britain P13. So I think we're probably already like 15 seconds off the pack. Tremendous start. Wide. Oh god. Right. I'm going to do one more lap after this, and then we'll get on to the mediums. That's the one, that's a bit better. A few more then. And we'll be laughing. Oh, there we go, a few guys going into the pits now. To be honest with you, I think I might... Oh, actually, let's not, because we'll be crossing the pit entry there. We would have had a 3-second penalty for that. And I don't want that. Right. We'll pit the next lap. I'll have to remember to do that. Right then, so I'm just looking, in terms of fuel, I want to see where I'm at the end of this lap, because that'll be half a tank, so I think we're going to get 10 laps of fuel on a full tank without realistically doing any fuel saving. So I might only need just over half a tank to stretch. Maybe it's 3/4 to get the rest of the stint done without fuel saving. But I think by the looks of things, most people are fuel saving to avoid the extra time in the pits. But I think that only, I don't know, seems like it's worth pushing to me, to be honest. I suppose it depends on the car that you're in. That's a bit better. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. Oh, is that going to be crossing the pit entry? Bet you that's a penalty for crossing the pit. I've lost track of where we are. We want the mediums. Oh, I bet you that's a penalty. For how? There you go. I fucking knew it was going to be a penalty. Ah! I knew that was going to be a penalty there. Right. That's one to know. I'll be interested to know. I don't know how, obviously, the rest of the guys, I imagine, have put a bit more practice in. Or not stupid to make the same mistake, but I wonder if anybody else will have got caught out with that. I'd be interested to know. Right, so about 26, 27 seconds in the pits there. I apologise that the first race of the stream has ended up being as shambolic as this. Please do stay with us though, I'm sure we'll improve as the night goes on. Certainly really hope so anyway. we're finishing dead last in this race then. Oh, I can't believe that's twice. Twice in one race. Death Chicane has the edge on the Toyota at the moment, doesn't it? Well and truly. We'll stick with it. I'm not rage quitting. I'm not rage quitting. I really want to, but I'm not going to. I really, really, really want to, but I'm not going to. Fucking hell, look at that. 50 seconds behind. Oh no, 23. I was going to say 1 minute 14 off the leader though. I'm going to be getting lapped soon enough. Desperate to have a good race round here because every time I do it I get killed by the chicane. Every single time I'm on here it just ends up being a nightmare of a race. It's guaranteed, absolutely guaranteed. Right, come on then, start improving here. I can't even say that the Toyota is not suited around here because literally someone had P4. They were 10 places ahead of me. Still lifting a little bit there, more than I should have been, but better than binning it. I'd rather cost 3/10 than 3 seconds. Well, in fact, actually, if you bin it, it's way more than 3 seconds. Right. Making the same mistake again, braking too early now for some reason. Do not get killed by the chicane, come on. Again, a slight lift to try and get the car back on track. Can't let the chicane get the better of us. Make sure I don't end up with a 3-second penalty again like that last one there. Next time we go into the pits on the next races. This is painful. But we're learning, we're practicing, we're getting quicker. Go, go, go. Come on. I'm getting nervous now when I get to the chicane. Ooh. Same again. Right, I think P14's had a bit of a nightmare, so let's try and catch up to him. I think he's running with damage by the looks of it. Right, 5 laps, 5.3 laps of fuel remaining and 5 laps remaining, so that pretty much is it right there. 10 and a half, 11 laps is what we get out of a full tank of fuel. That's with a little bit of short shifting and whatnot. So maybe we can try and go a few extra laps on the mediums, do we think? Yeah, a bit like what those guys have done. Look at that, absolutely rinsed a full tank of fuel. All on the mediums, so maybe we could look at doing the same. Not smooth through there. Should have been carrying a lot more corner speed there. 3.5 tenths up though. Must be doing something right on this lap. That's a bit better as well. That's much better. Yeah, 10 medium. Absolutely. I think we can get well, to be fair, yeah, we'd already done 5 laps on the hard. We're not doing that many less on the medium this time round. Oh, running wide. No. Let's not be doing that. Jesus. Come on. What are we playing at? What are we playing at? Yeah, so I think that, yeah, maybe we can get another lap or so out of the mediums. We'll start on the mediums on the next one, perhaps, and just run as far into the race as we can so we're not second guessing. Hopefully that's with a slightly further higher start up the field, not right at the back like we've just done. Our last to first challenge isn't going very well, is it? Steady on. See, I lifted there, but I actually then didn't need to. Anyways, we're learning, we're getting better, we're getting quicker, we're getting more confident. This is pretty much all the laps of practice that I haven't had a chance to do beforehand. So I'm hoping that, I know that sounds like that just sounds like a piss poor excuse, but legitimately, I was hoping to be back by 6 o'clock, get an hour's worth of practice in, jump on the stream, and get a load of entries done, but that didn't happen. And instead, I got back 5-10 minutes after the first entry had even began, so Still not too bad. I can't believe this first race has literally just been running a load of laps at the back of the grid. We started at the back anyways, but we made sure that we were at the back by 2 huge shunts in the left chicane. 2 deaths in the left chicane. So if we weren't going to be at the back of the grid at the start of the race, we certainly were by the end of it. But hopefully the next one, we've learned some, learned the error of my ways, and hopefully I can improve next time round. So unbelievable. Greg, you could not have joined at a worse time. Welcome along though, mate. I hope we're all well. I think you literally must have tuned in just as I've gone and put that into the wall. Oh, what a plonker. I hope we have better luck in the next race, I really do. We're about to get lapped here. We might not even finish this, lap, you know. I don't think we will. Right, that's the challenge. See if we can finish this lap before... Time remaining 1:22. We should manage it, provided we don't bin it into the chicane once more. That's what we want. That's what we've been after all that time. And that'll be my fastest lap of the race as well. Right. Sure you're about to do worse than the next slot, done no practice. Oh, mate. I think me and you both know practice is needed. Not for you, I mean just like in general. It's one of those, isn't it? It's one of those tracks. It's guaranteed to just knack you up so badly. It's a bad track, really, isn't it? It's not bad, it's just one of those, yeah, just ugh. Right, I don't think that's affected our DR too much. I don't know how. I'll be brutally honest, because that was horrific. That was so bad. It was so far off the pace. We almost didn't finish our lap because we started getting the countdown. Right, let's go again. Right, come on then. We all know the score. Let's not do it on the hard tyres, actually. We all know the score. Get your guesses in for what our fastest lap of this qualifying session will be. Our lap in purple. Get it correct, all 3 decimal places. Free t-shirt from the merch store. I'm sure we all know the score. So I want to get down to the 60s. I want to get down to the 46s in this session, which should be quite easily done-ish, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. I've surely got to do better after all that practice and all those laps than the time I set with a few laps of practice. Let's just not get killed by the chicane. Bob's given an ambitious 46.3. Let me catch what Craig had just said there above you as well. Well, there we go. That sums that one up. 46 treble 6. Oh my god, that's painful. Right, we're going to still carry on because I would rather just keep putting laps in than starting again on an out lap. That won't count. Actually, no, the out lap will count, wouldn't it? Let's start again then in that case. I'm forgetting that we're not on qualifying. Pre-race quali. Right, here we go. Let's try again. I'd be very impressed with myself if I somehow managed to get that 46.3. What's Stu's suggesting as well there? 46.894. That's the more realistic one as well. We've got an ambitious 0.3, a realistic 0.8, and then Craig bang in the middle with a treble 6. Number of the beast. Let's see what we can do. Needed a break literally about 1 metre earlier there, I think. And I might have been alright. Oh, I clipped the wall there. Man. Oh, man, I'm having one of those nights. Raymond going with a treble 6 as well. Man. This is one of those nights. I can just see it. Just see it. I'm going to be in and out that wall more times than the mice when we had ended up with them in our house once. In and out that wall more than them. Right, come on. Break. About as good as it's going to get from me, but I need to be making up a lot of time there as well. 109.5. Oh, I've done it again. No damage that time though. You see when you don't hit it right, you see the car dipping and undulating the way that it is, and when those rear wheels come up and unsettle the way that they do, it really is not ideal. Mm. 894. Oh, Stu. Look how close you were there. I can't remember who it was, but I'm sure one of you at one point, I think we're like 6 thousandths off. That's certainly one of the closest there, though. What's that, 15 thousandths off? Oh my god. Oh my god. Made the chicane 14 times, but spun on turn 3. Ain't your night either, yeah. I've had yeah. Me and you, Raymond, are gonna have sounds like we're gonna have a bit of a nightmare tonight. Just done it. That one didn't work. That one didn't work out too bad. My god, I'll not be doing that again. I was trying to totally cut that corner the way that most of the top times still do. I think they still do it like that. I haven't looked at the top times for this manufacturers actually. But I presume if I'm down to the 46s, I presume they must be down to 43s. Around here. Certainly wouldn't surprise me. Good catch. I couldn't do it twice. I couldn't do it a second time. Right, this one. This time. This will be a good lap. Obviously not. Oh, nah, just a bit too wide there already. Come on. Come on. We can improve by a couple of tenths here. I've got the ghost off set to be 2 tenths ahead. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, man. That's going to be about the same. Still an improvement, but yeah. Oh, man, that's annoying. Don't know if you could see, but I didn't upshift early enough. Left it too long in third. Alright, let's start this lap again. Right, 9.3, that's 2 tenths up on one of those previous laps that we had. Oh, now I've done it again. Done it again. Bugger. Absolute bugger. Never mind. I need to be very, very rude. Let me just send Sorry, I'm being so rude. What a tremendous content this is. Watch someone look down at his phone of which you can't even see on screen. Right, sorry. Oh, we got Insane Bolt in here as well. Where is he? There he is, lad. How do? Right, can we have a bit more look in this one? Insane Bolt is fast, by the way. So, I imagine he's going to be the one to try and beat. Right, apologies. I'm so sorry. That is so rude. That is absolutely such quality content. Tuning in to watch someone text. I do apologise. Right. We were just waiting for the traffic to clear anyway. That's all we needed. There we go. Right, let's go. Let's go. I want to take that corner like that when we're actually against the clock. That's probably the best I've done. Right. Here we go. Let's get the timed laps in. So I think we're going to get we might get 5 laps here. I think we will be. I think it'll be 5 laps in total. Provided we don't bin it or lose any time that way. We should have enough time to get 4 in before the checkered flag. Best start though, to be honest. Braking way too early there. I don't know what. I just total lapse of concentration there, I think. Yeah, I'm like 5/10 off where I should be. Still, let's just get a bank lap in here. 46 treble 5, says James. Is that for this one, do we reckon? I'll be very surprised if I get that in this quali. But on time trial, with a bit of work, maybe I could get it down to there. This still isn't going to be a particularly quick lap. This is going to be like a low 47, I was going to say, yeah, so 7.1. I lost a lot of time in that final corner there. And lost a lot of time braking way too early into the actual like Seaside hairpin before the def chicane. And I've lost a lot of time there as well by messing that up and by now running onto the grass. For the t-shirt, yeah, I gathered that, mate. I didn't know if you just meant for this, if you thought we were going to actually manage that in this qualifying, or whether that was for the time trial a bit earlier. Either way, if you get it right, even any lap doesn't matter. You managed to guess one of the race laps correctly. See, I'm well off on that braking there, and I'm well off on this lap as well. Let's just regroup here for a second and try and get this right. I presume these are people who have binned it. Please remember to hit the like, absolutely. If you haven't done so already, please, please, please do so. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, then what the hell are you playing at? First of all, is the first bone I've got to pick with you. But yes. Oh. I'm starting to make very, very stupid mistakes now. England looking poor against Italy. Is that just, as a matter of fact, country to country? I presume you're talking about the football, but that pretty much stands correct in all walks of life, no matter what we're talking about. As a country, as a nation, food, weather, football. Oh, I just wish I was quicker. I just wish I was a lot quicker. I've had two absolutely awful laps there. I've had two absolutely horrific laps. 3 horrific laps now. That 47.15 is not my true pace. I mean, I guess it is, but I know that I could do better. That's the annoying thing here. Right, we'll cross the line with enough time still to be able to do 2 laps. But my God, this is going to be hard work. Mind the wall. They do slow you down. Right, I don't know why I was so unable to do that. Those two previous laps, I've spun it almost at turn 3 for no reason. Or turn 2 and 3. Why have I just lost the ability to drive? That should be down into the 35s, that first sector. Again, having to constantly try and correct and save and stop myself from binning it. Right, we're going to have one final lap here. I should easily be 4 tenths, 5 tenths quicker than where I'm at now. Easily should be, but I'm just not. Rubbish car. Yeah, to be fair, I mean the group 4, I signed with Toyota knowing that the group 3 races were going to be swinging in my favour and that the group 4s probably weren't. Done it again. Literally done it again. I'm going to have to let this guy past as well. Nah. Oh man, this is so frustrating. Fuck off. Oh man. I don't know why I'm being so bad tonight. Stay off the curbs in the Toyota. That's what needs to happen, but it's so difficult to do. Well, in that chicane anyways. Why would I be getting a penalty for that? It's another race from the back of the grid. This is not going well tonight, I tell you. The death chicane has certainly got the better of me on this one. And I think that's the problem now. I've messed up on it so many times that it's actually becoming an issue out of nothing. Every time I'm getting towards it, I know I'm going to make a mistake. So you end up second guessing. And you end up correcting where you don't need to correct, or the steering inputs become more because you're so desperate to try and get over one side or the other. But in all fairness, look at the state of this. We've got WRX, WRX, AMG, which is impressive, WRX, GTR, WRX, GTR, WRX, WRX. Top 10. 9 of the top 10 are four-wheel drive cars. Right, I need to do better. The problem being everyone in this lobby's good. I'm the weakest link in this lobby. Managed to qualify 4th without a slipstream. Nicely done. Nicely done. Although, if it makes you feel better, Greg, slipstream is off altogether still, I think. Could be wrong now, though. But I'm pretty sure slipstream is off altogether, so 4th is true pace as well. Absolute true pace against everybody else. So that is nicely done, mate. Nicely done. Good luck from Craig. Thank you very much, mate. Fingers crossed that this one goes a little bit better than the first one, because that couldn't have went much worse, to be fair. Cheers, James. Thanking you. Thanking you. My phone, for some reason, can everybody just confirm that the stream is not randomly pausing and crashing? Because my phone keeps, I think the YouTube app's playing up. I keep looking and then going, oh shit, the stream's crashed, and then just realising that the video's just decided to pause. I'm hoping that's not the case for everyone else. I'm hoping it is just my phone playing up. Anyways, right, P14. How bad can it go? We're going to start on the mediums. I mean, this might not be the wisest of moves, but considering we're starting at the back, we've got to try something. Stream is all good, right? Wonderful stuff. Thank you for the heads up, mate. Appreciate it. So I'm going to start on the mediums here. We're going to run a little bit further into the race. Picture and sound all good. Stream all good. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you very much. Going to run a little bit further into the race. The problem being is that, to be honest with you, a majority of these guys are going to be starting on the hard tyres. Maybe. I would have thought this far back. I would have thought it's the sensible thing to do, but I'm just going to try and run as far into the race as we can on the mediums. A little bit of fuel saving, bit of short shifting, all that sort of stuff. Because when you're on the hard tyres, I think that you can absolutely gun it and be all right in most cars, and then just fill up on the mediums. I don't really think it's much of a fuel-saving race, because it's kind of one of those tracks where it's beneficial to just absolutely launch it everywhere if you manage to get it right. So here we go then. Who's going to be the first victim in the chicane? It's guaranteed to be someone. It's probably guaranteed to be me, realistically, let's be honest. Being this close to another car, and it's another Supra, showing us how it's done. I'm already starting to lift. I'm already preempting a bin. No one's binned it. A couple of people clipping the wall, but no one binning it, which is interesting. Oh. I was committed to the inside there. More or less side by side as we hit the apex, although he was still a little further ahead. He's going to go for it, gets a move back. Nicely done, mate. Nicely done. Oh, the guy in the Ferrari with some less favourable connection, internet connection, I think. Gone round the Ferrari. Is he in front? I think he is. Oh, Ferrari's pushed him wide though. Porsche comes back on track. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Ooh, 4-second penalty for the Brit. That is a bit shocking, that. Oh. And we benefit massively from that, but that is very unfair. That is very unfair. The Ferrari's pushed him wide there, and he somehow ended up with the penalty. And then the Ferraris just decided to absolutely tag him on the chicane. That is absolutely shocking, that. That is shocking. No need to drop down again, the Supra just brake. Yeah, well, which corner are we talking about, or just generally? Big gaggle of cars up here, and I'm really hoping that with this free air running that we've got, if any of them are on the hard tyres or mediums or whatever, it doesn't really matter. If we can just try and make up, if they don't kill each other too much, and over the course of the next few laps we can just try and make the most of the clean air. I think inevitably we will end up catching up here though quite quickly, because they're all so close to each other. Concentrate. Ended up having to lift dramatically there, but I would rather that, once again, I'd certainly rather that than putting it into the wall. There we go then. So far this race is going a bit better. Considering we binned it on lap 1 and we were like a minute behind everybody else. That's probably not really very impressive to say that this race is going better, but it shows that it could certainly be going a lot worse. And we're catching up here to these guys. We could be eyeing up P7 at the moment. Again though, some of them might be on the hard tyre. We should probably, if we knew what tyres they were on, we would expect that, you know, start to expect that we might be able to get past some of them. But it's unknowing at the moment. We just need to judge by pace. I'm just going to nudge the Subaru along there instead of trying to go around the outside, because it's probably going to have better acceleration overall. Oh, keep a hold of that one. We just lost the rear a little bit there. That was I thought I was heading for one of the two walls there. Right, there's someone on the hard tyres coming in. This is where actually where we will start to find out who's on the hard tyre. End of this lap, end of the next. We'll start to see, but for us so far, running quite happily on these medium tyres now. Go on, lad, absolutely, mate. We could make some decent progress here. Of course, it all matters when once everybody's crossed the line. This lot are all costing each other time. That's going to be big front damage for us. It absolutely is. That's part of the problem now as well, isn't it? Bump drafting. Not that bump drafting itself causes too much damage, but that was a hefty bump draft, that one. An unintentional hefty bump draft. Do I try and go around the outside? You can see as well, it's cost us a lot of time. Oh, one of them's gone. One of them's gone. Two of them's gone. Oh, I'm so glad he ghosted when he did. Look at that. That was literally by a millisecond that he ghosted at the right time for us there. Here's Bolt here. I'm going to go to the middle of the three of them here. I really hope this pays off. Oh my god. I really hope that works. Is Bolt going to keep it around the outside? Oh, he was going to. I think he's just backed off. That's put me off though. That's really put me off. Oh, that was mega racing, that. That was good stuff. That was brave of him to keep it there, to be fair. Right, we're making up some numbers now. Oh, he's gone to the inside. Nice move. Oh, he hasn't. He hasn't. Is he going for it? Is he not? They're all jumping into the pits. Look at that. Right, they were all on the hard tyres then. So now we're up to P4. Now we're up to P4. Let's really, really, really try and make this worthwhile here. Stay out as long as we can. We could possibly get another 6 laps done. We're half distant. Another 5 laps done, sorry. We're half a tank. And we're starting our 6th lap. So let's use that as our reference there. I think we can maybe get up to the end of lap 10, maybe it's 11 if we fuel save. Box lap 12, James says, are we going to try and stretch our stint? See how far we think we can go. This guy's pushing behind us. Just need to keep a check on fuel as well as that radar. Right, not to give anybody a headache, but forgive me here because this entire lap I'm going to be watching behind. Constantly having a look whilst also trying to keep a check on our fuel. That's a nudge from behind there. Still can't believe that the leader, look at that, he's like nearly 18 seconds ahead. Which is crazy. Right, now this Porsche's getting a little bit close. I know I'm good for the next couple of laps. I'm going to go back to radar. Oh, has he dropped? He's dropped off a bit there. So he's starting to push now. He's still a bit slower out of the corners though. And he does drop off in certain places. But I think he is pushing. See it on the straights where he's catching up a lot more aggressively, which would tell me he's not short shifting or trying to save fuel. Could not have got any closer to the right hand side there. Could not have been any closer to the right hand side there. Right, sit rep. Ah, interesting. Giovanni there, the Frenchman, into the pits now on the mediums with 9% fuel. We've still got 24% fuel. 24%. We've got a lot more than him. Yeah, map 2, James, might not be a bad shout. Only on the straights, though. I just want to save that little bit extra wherever I can. I'll just make sure going to go for it. I just want to make sure that I can get 2 laps out of this. Just want to make sure that I can stretch 2 more laps. Into the pits he goes. Silly. That was silly. Right, this is going to be quite risky here, but I'm going to go 1 more lap. I'm just going to have to make sure that we get back to the pits in time here with enough fuel. We crossed the line with 0.9 laps of fuel remaining. We're up to P1. Our last to first challenge so far has been successful. But remember, we've got a lot of time. We've got a lot of time to make up when we get into the pits. We got, I think it's 26, 27 seconds. We'll have a bit more fuel to put on board this time, I think. Yeah, lap 11. No, no. Oh, that was a save. That was a save I didn't want to be making, though. We've gone through that corner there, 20 mile an hour less than we should have been. That was costly, but it almost cost us a lot more than what it did. Really need to make sure we cross the line now. Really need to make sure we cross the line. This is going to be tight. Right, we're going to be okay. Good stuff. Woo-hoo! That was a good stint, though. That was a good stint, that. Still on track, exactly. Yeah, that was a good stint. Lap 11. Didn't quite manage to stretch that far, but we did push a bit earlier on and all the rest of it, so we made up some good ground there. Right now, however, I am going to need about 45% fuel here, I think. And the reason being is that when it calculates how much fuel you're using, it's taking into account that we've done all of that fuel saving there. And we've still got 3 laps to go. And 5 laps is what we needed for 50%. So... and that even still on the earlier race was with a bit of fuel saving. So we're onto the hard tyres now. I suppose, considering we can see P6 and P7, I guess that's what we aim for. So let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. Just want to watch for freeze here. I was going to say, I have a feeling he'll brake pretty well. I applaud you, mate. I applaud you. That was a tremendous move, that, from him there. That was tremendously done. Top 5, says James. That is ambitious. I had P1 for a lap. Is that not good enough? Albeit for 1 lap. I think we owe Freeze a round of applause in chat there. That was mega. That was absolutely mega racing that. Held his line. We both committed. He was a bit more brave than me. Well done, both of us. Yes, we managed to side by side get through the. Well, we didn't get through the chicane side by side, but all the way up to it, we were side by side. I bottled it because I knew who was going to come out worse. It was definitely me. Not feasible without my cooperation. True story, that, actually. Yeah, I will take that. As we seen earlier, the Ferrari up against who was he up against? Was it against Bolt or not? I can't remember now. But the Ferrari spinning that guy around and all the rest of it. That was that's how it could have went. Oh no, 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 no! Oh, that's not looking good. I've got the better run here. Alright, I managed to come out ahead. Nice, nice. Wasn't the quickest through there, but it was alright. Right, 1 lap remaining. I have overfueled a little bit there, but And I tell you what, had I have not overfueled, I probably would have been ahead of these two. Now, maybe I would have been, maybe I wouldn't have been. For the 1/10 difference that it makes, I probably would not have been, actually. Right. Let's see if these two kill each other then. Otherwise, we have to try and hold on to P8, which I think we can do. .3, 1.4. That gap's too much. I wonder if they're on the mediums. They are fighting quite a bit, but still managing to break away. Oh, there's one of them almost gone. Has he gone? Has he not? Looks like he almost had done there. Oh, it's Bold. I've just realised it's Bold. In P7, he's in the Jag. Side by side for them as well. Freeze is just ahead. Just ahead. Pressure's on for him to nail the dash chicane though. The two of them absolutely do. Oh, I don't know if Walt was into the wall a little bit there. There's a slight bit of contact with the wall. He's all good though, he's all good. He's going to go at the inside. Go on, go for it, mate. Go for it, go for it. Oh, he hasn't. He hasn't. Is he going to? Is he going to get the better exit? Oh, I've almost done this. I've done the same as Freeze there. I could have possibly had that there. Oh, no. I did the same. I was too busy watching Bolt, hoping that he would go at the inside. He got the move in the end. Oh, that was brilliant racing, that. That was really good. That makes up for the monstrosity and an absolute shambles that the first race was. Excuse me. That makes up for it. That was good racing, that. I enjoyed it. That one was better then. What do we think of that? What do we think of that? I'll take P8. We start at P14. We've made up 6 positions on a track that realistically is obviously, you know, pretty difficult to overtake, but I think we were pretty fortunate with where we ended up. We had that little 2.5, 3 second buffer in traffic, or no traffic, but everybody else ahead. Holding each other up a little bit, so we were fortunate with that, no doubt about it, but we couldn't have been any more unlucky in the previous race, so I say it's just balancing out. We need a bit of luck in this one for sure. Happy with that though, happy with that. That'll be a top half finish as well, so good in terms of DR. That was just tremendous. That was absolutely mega. It's weird because even though that realistically wasn't a great result, you know, we start from the back, we got halfway up the grid. It still wasn't a podium or a race win, but sometimes the best races aren't the best results. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes the best races are just fun. Just the most fun. Right then, let's jump back in. We got 14 minutes, so we should get at least 7 laps. Start on the mediums, or we'll do this practice on the mediums. Get your guesses in once more then. What is our best lap here going to be? I'm starting to get a bit more comfortable with the track. I'm starting to get back to grips with it, back in the flow, in the rhythm. 46.783 is where we're at now. I will aim for, first of all, I want to aim for the 46.666 that I think Craig and was it Michael as well, I think, both said. Or was it Ark that said 666? Someone said treble 6 anyways. I know Craig definitely did. Someone else did. Apologies, I can't remember. We'll see if we can get the devil's number firstly, and then of course we will try and improve more than that. But I'm not going to complain if we get lower than a treble 6. If it turns out that we're quicker than the devil, then I'm still happy about that. So we want 35. See, that's 36, but we want 35 first sector. I'm only saying that because I know I had a 35 there previously. Oh, what's Victor saying there? Jonathan, what are you saying? We got... Does that say 40? 40.1. I presume you mean 46, or I hope you mean 46. Bob's saying it's 0.389. Oh, you donkey. You absolute plonker. Right, come on. I can't let the Death Chicane get the better of me now because we've just done 14 laps of it. No problem in that previous race. It's when we're just trying to push that little bit harder through it that it becomes an issue. So let's not let it become a problem, first of all. Feels like I have just absolutely ignored and abused track limits worse than I ever have done before, but we don't get a penalty, which is what's sort of weird / annoying / good for us. But annoying that I know everybody else is definitely doing that if it's going to benefit them. Right, that's a little bit better. 35.9. I want to try and get a couple of tenths off that for starters, obviously. Go. Oh, that is about as bad as you can take the Death Chicane without actually dying. Our front wing's dead, but our car isn't. But that is about as badly as you can take it without suffering any major punishment. This will still be a 47, I think. Be lucky if it's that. 47.6. Sod it, I'm going to try and cut that corner as much as I know why we need to. Ah! Oh, man. That's what I get for trying to cut that corner. I guarantee the top times are doing that, though. I still haven't seen their laps, but I'd put money on that at least one in the top 10 is taking that line. No. What were you doing? Yeah, I was well off with that one. Oh, no, same thing. Same thing. Right, we should still get 4 laps yet. Oh man, that's annoying. It just gets so frustrating, doesn't it? Doing an entire lap to then come to that same point every time and binning it. I would love the depth chicane to be one of the first corners. Then I wouldn't have an issue. Because you would get, by default, you would get so much more practice in at it. Then it would be like Monza turn 1, wouldn't it? Just guaranteed death and carnage rolled into one miraculously difficult corner. Miraculous is not the word I was looking for there. Tremendously difficult corner. Right, and again we get all this way around the track to then try the same stupid corner one more time. That time we manage it, no bother. Look at that. No, I was going to say we get past our ghost, but that was our ghost of the previous previous best in this lobby as opposed to our all-time best. However, I do still think by default we're going to be well up on our best time here, I would have thought. Absolutely are. If this isn't down into the very low 46s at least, I'll be disappointed in that. I thought that might have been the point 2 or point 3 that we were after. Right, let's chase down this ghost again then. We'll just carry on. We'll carry on. We should have stopped. Right, did anyone guess 0.586 anyways? Don't think they did. Because at this rate we're not going to be improving on that either. Right, before our next race, we will look at the top 10 times and see if there's anything that we can take for quali or just general quickness around the track. .46 treble 5. As much as it would annoy me to only improve my time by a matter of thousandths, for the sake of you getting it right, I would love it if I managed that. Although I'm 3/10 up here. This might be, if I manage to stick where we are, this might be down into the 0.2s or 0.3s. Nah, messed it up. Unless I can get down on this power early and try and salvage something there, I've messed that up. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. 4/10 improvement this is going to be here, at least. How have we lost a tenth there? God, I went way too deep into that corner. That is the low 46.2 that we're after. That's good. But let's just see if we can improve that a little bit more now that I'm kind of feeling like I've got that into a bit of a rhythm here. Man, that could have been an the improvement there, I think. I'm not bothered though. I'm happy with the 46.2. I'm happy with the 46.2. I don't think that's too bad. I don't think that's too bad. Let's be honest. Considering I was at a 48 at the start of this stream, that's a decent little lap. I think obviously it could be a lot better. Look at that, Craig, 1.3. Am I reading that right? One entire second ahead. Tragic. Jesus, 43s, down to the 43s. Mind you, there's only 2 people in the world managed to get it down to the 43s, but impressive nonetheless. Craig, I gotta say though, that is a tremendously quick lap, mate. That is, and Bob as well. Look at that, 44.7. Jesus, a second and a half. Mate, 2 of you are absolutely rapid. Absolutely rapid. Quickest on my friends list. Viking as well with a... I didn't catch that there. I think that said 45.3. A 10th off Craig, I think. If I caught that right. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh. Come on. I do this every time and I still manage to make a mistake. Right, freeze in this one as well again then. Bet they're both on Fanatec rigs. Craig, what wheel are you on again? You're not on Fanatec, are you? I don't think. I can't remember what you're on. And I know I mention this or ask this every stream. We have the same conversations every stream. I still manage to forget. I do apologise. Why am I thinking that you're on the G29? Thrustmaster. There it is. The T248. That's what I meant. What does that say, Bob? TGT. Why don't I know what that means? Why have I never heard that before? What does that mean? TG. Oh, is that the wheel that you're on? I feel like you sent that too quick for me to have asked it by the time the 30-second delay reaches you to have watched the stream. I don't think that's your answer, is it? Right, okay, this doesn't make any sense. You're gonna have to let me know what that means. Either that or it's the wheel that you're on and I've just not heard of the wheel. Is it the wheel? Oh, it is the wheel. The Thrustmaster TGT. Right, I got you now. Sorry, I'm following. I was on a different planet there. I was on a different planet. Yes. I'm following. I'm back on the same planet. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm with you. Now I'm following. I don't know why I kept reading it thinking, what does TGT stand for? What does that mean? Thank God something? So that didn't make any sense. Anyways, right, now I'm with it. Because your comment popped up just as I said you two are absolutely rapid, quick, really quick. And then I think your comment popped up. Or at least that's how I'd remember it anyway, or when I'd seen it. So I thought it was in response to that. I was like, that didn't make sense. Sorry for shouting. Oh, is that? I didn't know that was the wheel that they used at those events, though. At the World Series, I didn't know that. Do you reckon that's what all those drivers actually race on then? So that they're used to it for those, knowing that it's used for those events. Do you think they would spend most of their year on that? Or do you think they are on some of the Fanatechs and stuff? I imagine they'll have enough money to have their choice really, but I imagine for the sake of practice. That was quick. It was a bit sketchy, but it was quick. And in terms of qualifying, not necessarily the race, but qualifying, I will take a sketchy trip through the Def Chicane if it's a quick one. Let's see if we can do that again. World Tour drivers are given a TGT. There you go. What a horrible life they must have, eh? Paid to play Gran Turismo. Paid to travel sometimes the other side of the world to play Gran Turismo. And also paid, if they win on Gran Turismo, win said events on Gran Turismo. Crazy. Crazy. Bit wide there. We might make up the time by being flat in third all the way around there, but we've run really far wide, so Not going to be great, but that was a bit too sketchy, that one though, wasn't it? Don't hit the wall. Oh. Bugger. That was annoying. Right, we go again. 2 laps in. Or 1 lap in, sorry. And we've still... Right, we've not got a lap that we're actually happy with on the board so far, so... Let's go again. Man, that actually didn't feel too bad, and then turns out we're well off the pace. That's all. It was in the middle of that one. It was all right. It could have been better for sure. Right, 47.0, that we can do better than that because we know we can get a 46.2. We know we've got that kind of pace in us. How's that better? How slow was our first sector on the previous lap if that was 4/10ths quicker? How? That's a lot of time lost through there as well. Too much on the brakes there. Too much on the brakes. Too early on the brakes. My God, I will get this lap right at some point. Well off the pace. That should be down in the mid 109s by that crossing there. And into the wall. Right, that's alright, that's alright. That's alright. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This is going to be our last lap. I have to start the first of this lap with damage though. Let's just make sure we get best possible run here. Oh, you donkey. Get the best possible run. Continues to almost put the car sideways. Let's go again. What's this lap going to be? What is this lap going to be? Can we get down? Oh, I'd love a mid 46. I feel like we'd make a few places up at least. I'll go same strategy as the last race though if I start from the back. Seemed to work pretty well. See, that's 6/10 something. It should still be a 35, that. This is how I know that this 47 that we've got is slow compared to what we should be getting. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Let's not mess this up. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. Yeah. Right, that's a much better lap, that. That is a much better lap. This might actually be down into the 46s. Yeah, 46.5. There we go. Whew, that's a little bit better, isn't it? That is a little bit better. Not too shabby. Don't think we're going to lose that. Fellow Brit in the Corvette behind us. Don't think we're going to lose that one. Wow, Freeze with pole position. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Nicely done, mate. Nicely done. At least this grid's a little bit more mixed up, though. At least this grid's nice and mixed. Yeah, exactly. Only 2 four-wheel drive. I wonder if they've just had nightmare laps, or whether that is true representation of pace on the grid. Right, so if my maths is correct here, let's work this one out. We started P14 in the last race. We got up to P8. That was 6 positions. We start P8 in this race. We get up 6 positions. We'll be on the podium. That's what we have to aim for. Right, we're starting on the mediums. To be honest with you, P8 is one of those positions where it could go either way. You could start on the hard, start on the mediums. We want to hope that we don't get caught up in too much traffic, which is we're middle of the pack, and it's guaranteed. It's absolutely guaranteed. So we just need to be careful. We need to try and stay out of trouble, get ahead when we can. I'm happy to push on the fuel, and it mean that we pit a little bit earlier. I am happy with that. But I will, if we're going to be behind people, I will short shift and save as much fuel as possible, and then look for the overtaking opportunities later on. P8 is literally slap bang in the middle of the grid. It's asking for trouble, isn't it? So We're just going to have to wait and see. Ferrari 458. I'd love to know how well that does around here. We'll keep an eye on him. He's only a few positions behind. Another good look from Craig. Thank you very much, mate. Fingers crossed. Who wants to guess at where we finish on this race? What do we think? What do we think? James set us top 5 on the last race. I think we should aim for top 5. In fact, sorry, let's aim for a podium. Yeah, only fuel saving the slip, absolutely. See, so the fuel that it gives us, that it thinks we will get, is 10 laps. So if we're going to try and, you know, it's 10 laps plus whatever we think we can fuel save to make it, really. If that even makes any sense. Right, we're getting to the point in the night where when we've done this track so many times, I was going to say boredom sets in. Boredom's not the word. A slight lack of concentration can easily creep in. And this track punishes you when that happens. You soon know about it when you get caught sleeping here, so gaps at the start are ridiculous, mate. 100%. I've been saying this for quite some while, quite some time. The gaps are just, it's just ridiculous. You're right, ridiculous is the word. I can't think of another word for it. Don't need to think of one. Ridiculous sums it up. It is absolutely stupid. I don't mind the roll and starts, right? I don't mind roll and starts, but when you, from last to first, when that is already like a 12-second gap, it's just insane. It is absolutely ridiculous. You want to feel like you've got a chance to catch up. You know, when you are starting at the back, you feel demoralised as it is, especially after you've just qualified. You know, you've actually tried to put in a good lap to start as high as you can, and then, you know, and you're feeling like crap, thinking, oh, right now I'm literally the slowest on the grid, and then you look and you're 12 seconds from the lead. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I agree. I think the cars should be no more than a 10th gap between them. No more than a 10th gap. I don't mind rolling starts. In fact, for in most cases, if I actually think about it, I'm probably in favour of rolling starts for most races, but the gaps need to be smaller. They need to be smaller. You can't start a race with, you know, you've got some people just starting under, some people starting, or P1 starts on the finish line, or the start-finish line, and then you've got the last position is starting like underneath the bridge after the def chicane. Such a huge gap. It's like a quarter of a lap, an entire sector when you think about it. Pretty much an entire sector gap. It's bonkers. It's absolutely. Oh, and when it starts you in a corner, mate. Don't get me started yet. Nothing worse. There is some tracks I think where they should just ban rolling starts, or if they're not going to bring the cars closer together, because some tracks you might as well just not start the race. I mean, like Spa, come on. If you're starting on that bus stop chicane, what's the point in you even taking part in the race? It's just, you know that you might as well just wash your hands with it immediately. Anyways, rant over, but I agreed. Side-by-side rolling start, I wouldn't be bothered. Would not be bothered. Half a tenth, something like that. If you look at the actual... There's a lot of the I'm trying to think of them now. The British GT races and stuff like that. There's a lot of them where they are rolling starts. They are rolling starts, but look how close they are on the rolling start. That's where, from what I'm not on ACC, I can't wait to get onto it at some point, but from what I've seen on some of the rolling starts on ACC, that is so much better. From what I've seen anyways. Some people might tell me that I'm absolutely wrong with that, in which case I'd have to take their word, but from the odd few bits that I've seen rolling starts on there, so much better than Gran Turismo. Yeah, that's the other thing, Michael, as well. We're going to spend this whole race complaining about the rolling starts, but that's it. When you're an entire sector behind for, like you say, being like 4/100ths or 4/10ths or whatever off the pace, yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of the pace, though, we seem to have it against this lot here, which is looking good. And we've still kept the race leader as well, by the way. Freeze has dropped a couple of positions, so that's interesting. Is still 6.8, this gap to the leader, which it was 6.7 like 2 laps ago. Oh, you can't do that, mate. Come on. Right, I'm not having that. What was that? What was that? Oh, man. I'll be honest with you, I'm not 1,000,000% confident that that wasn't my fault. If I watch that back, I might say that I was to blame there. I'm entirely 50-50 on the whole situation. But what on earth? I just don't get that. He was like on the corner, then he seemed to dodge out. Maybe he's a snap oversteer or something like that. But then he's going so much slower. The door is open, and then as you go for it, it gets shut like that. I think that is one of those that they put down as racing incident, but come on, that's frustrating. How, like, that's 12 seconds, 9 seconds lost there because of that. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Luckily it's not major damage. He'll have a penalty for that. P10 there. He'll have a penalty coming out of the pits. For going into the pits, he'll have it when he comes out. Alright, I'm going to just try and stick fuel map 2 once we're onto the straights, out of the corners and onto the straights. I'm just going to go fuel map 2. Well, we've gone from talking about should we aim for a podium to should we try and get back to where we were. Oh, it's so frustrating that incident there. I don't know what people think. I don't know what people think about it, but in my eyes, it feels a bit sort of. I feel like I've been hard done by on that one. Right, a few more people going into the pits, which thankfully means that like we're not ending up catching up onto the back of traffic or anything like that. Like there's still a big gap to these guys P6 yet. We're not obviously going to be P7 on track. Well, on track we are, sorry, but like on paper we're not. It's just a bit painful when you know that you're looking, thinking, oh, we're back up to P7. It's painful to know you're about to go into the pits in a few laps and you're just worried about how far down you're actually going to drop. A lot of time lost there as well. I mean, we're definitely not going to have P8 and 9, for example. So we'll be lucky if we end up P10. I think we'll be further down than that. I need to remember to change back down fuel mapping. I need to change that down before I go into the corner, before I hit the brakes. Why am I doing that? What am I doing that for? What am I doing? I think in my mind it's because I said hit the brakes out loud. It's because I said before I hit the brakes. Time lost there as well. That was my fault, that though. Should have just drove round him, but I thought he was. I didn't realise he was obviously carrying damage, but I just didn't realise. Whoa. I got a shock there. Thought I was in trouble there. Right, we've got a few hitters on the mediums there. So we're going to jump a couple of places. P4 here. This is where I believe we could have been fighting for had I not have been held up by that guy. Or clattered him really on the final turn with the Porsche. Right, I think all this fuel saving malarkey will get us to the end of lap 11. Don't think we're going to be able to stretch much more out of it. Freezing at the pits now, so temporarily we will be ahead of him. I think the current race leader must have made a bit of a mistake, actually. Looking at that there, because we were gaining quite a bit of time quite rapidly. Oh no, I started to run wide there. Whoa, ho, ho. No, 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 no. That was going awfully wrong. Way earlier than it should have been there. Ooh, right, didn't realise this guy was so close. Too busy watching the fuel. Right, he's going to be right on us now, but we're going to let him go past. Because to be honest with you, I could do with using his slipstream. Corvette as well, he's going to be a lot quicker, so he can have it. Have the position, go to the inside. I hope you get a good exit though. No, I'm going to have to push you along. Oh, he was going into the pits! Oh, man. Oh, all this race has been is just constantly time lost. Constantly time lost. Ugh. Right, into the pits we go. How far are we going to drop down this damn grid? Bearing in mind we got 20... Shit! Now we have a penalty as well. Ah. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that is so annoying. 3-second penalty. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's P7 though, which is it's actually better than I thought it was going to be. But with this penalty that we're now going to have to serve, we're definitely going to lose those 2 positions. Doesn't feel too bad on the hard tyres, to be fair, with the low fuel. Right, here's to hoping we can stay on the back of these 2. Oh, it's just one. One of them must have made a mistake. The Ferrari there. Right, we might be able to get a slipstream from the Ferrari here. Maybe. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Let's see if we can get back to P8 though. If we can manage to stay where we were, again, it's a top half finish. Albeit we should have been well up the grid, to be honest, and I feel like we could have done. Considering we've had the nightmare we've had, we've done the extra long stint, we've been fuel saving, we've had, you know, 3-second penalty and all the rest of it. And against our P8 position, we've lost 1.5 seconds. So I feel like we could have definitely been further up the grid with a bit more luck and a you know, just, yeah, a bit more luck basically, I think. This guy is able to be pushing though quite a bit. I wonder if he's now, he might now be on the mediums. I get the feeling that he might be, based on his rather good pace. That was a bit of a too much of a snap on the wheel there. Almost unsettled the car. Let's try and keep on the back of this Ferrari just in case there's a mistake. I think he's on the mediums. I'm struggling to keep up there. He's got good pace as well, so I mean he might be on the hards as well, just with better pace. Right, I'm getting pretty confident, comfortable, whatever the word is, with the def chicane and with the track. I'm no longer feeling like it's all too bad, so we get one more race in. Well, we can only do one more because there's only one more entry, but we'll get the final race done. Hope for a good one. We deserve a good one, I think. We deserve a good one. That's crazy. We've already done 3 races. That doesn't feel like we've done 3 races. It doesn't feel like I've been streaming that long at all. I imagine half of you watching, I think, and it definitely feels that long for us. Right. Next one. What do we reckon? Have a look at the DR here as well. DR is pretty much staying the same, to be honest. It's neither... It doesn't seem like it's... Those races have made much difference either way, which is a good thing. Final entry. Final entry. Let's jump back in. I'm going to watch some top 10 times, actually, first of all. We'll watch someone in the Supra, if we can find someone in the Supra. There you go, that'll do. A 44.3... Oh, you can't watch their replay. Okay. Anyone in the Supra want to give us a replay? Oh, it's going to end up being in a WRX, isn't it? The SLS is a bit closer than a 4-wheel drive. Than a 4-wheel drive WRX. So I would rather watch this one. Oh, I was going to say he's flat all the way through there. He doesn't. He lifts slightly. Just allows himself to run wide enough that he's not onto the actual gravel part. There it is. There it is. That's the line that I said. I tried to take that one time and flip the car upside down. So that shows that that's the way that needs to be done. Right, this will be interesting here. Does he just lift? Slight touch of brakes. Does downshift as well. Manages 109 minimum speed through there. As a reference, that's good to know. Seemed like he was quite late on the brakes there. He just goes to second just to try and get it turned in. At this point there, I'm sure he's thinking he could be a little bit quicker. 108.3 though, I'd be happy with that. Does he keep this flat here? No. No. He keeps it flat. Oh man. Oh man. He's getting to the end of this lap and thinking, thank God I just managed to take that flat. I've been trying to do this all day. Wow. Congratulations to him. Fair play. Right. Let's have a watch of the actual top number 1 in the world then. Crazy. Let's have a little watch of this. That's crazy watching that off-board. Watching that car just drift through there. Right, let's go then. I'm just curious, because to be fair, the WRX is still a tricky car to drive on those slower speed sort of corners. He's going to be able to keep that flat through there pretty much. I think I literally saw one slight lift and straight back down. Whereas the SLS, you see, was lifting a lot more, so... I don't know how that car doesn't flip. .35.0, that's crazy. I'm happy if I have a mid 35, so at this point I'm already half a second off. I'm already half a second off in the first sector. Where's he hit his braking zone? Oh, very late, very late, very late. Early on the power though. 56 mile an hour I noticed through there. I was trying to average higher top speed, but clearly not the way you necessarily need to do it. 107, that's crazy. At this point there, I'm 2 seconds off the pace. Keeps that flat. How he's done that there. Oh my god. Hang on a minute, let's have a watch of that. That was crazy, that was crazy. Watch this here. Where's my controller? You could not get any closer. No. Oh. Right, he would have lost a wing mirror in that. He would have lost a wing mirror in that. That is ridiculously... Oh my god. That is crazy. That is absolutely mental. That's crazy. I think it was this angle there that did it best. Look at this one, yeah. Look. Oh, that's how close he is to the wall. That's tragic. That is absolutely tragic. Look at that. To the point where, legitimately, he would have lost a wing mirror there. Watch, look at this. Look at this. Actually, on the first corner as well is what I want to see. So still pretty tight there. That literally looks like... No. Seriously, come on. That makes me feel sick. That makes me feel sick. What do you say to that? That is unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable. Right, let's try and do that, what he's just done then. Here we go. Right, guesses in again then. We're going to have 4 laps here. What will our quickest lap of this session be? You know the score. Free t-shirt off the merch store if we get it correct. We need to try and do what he's just done there. I would love to know if I would be much quicker or not in the WRX. Or if I am kind of driving as quickly as I can around here. Because the Supra, I think we saw what? We saw 1 in the top 100. So we certainly know it's not the quickest around here. The 4-wheel drive cars obviously are so much quicker. I want to try and cut this corner as much as I possibly can here. Oh, see, why can't I do that? Why can't I do that? How are they doing that? How are they doing that? And cutting it the way that they are, it's crazy. I would always just love to know how many laps it's taken them to get it that bang on, that precise, that perfect. Took off too much speed there. Need to roll through that corner a little bit better. Right, we were almost close to flat. But we weren't, we certainly were not flat. .2, so that was good. We lost a lot of time earlier on in the lap, but I think that's the best we've taken the def chicane, and that's what's made us all that time up. 2 tenths up. Right, now we could be down into the 45s. This is where it starts to get interesting now. Lost a lot of time there. We lost literally 2 tenths there. By such a stupid mistake. But let's go again, because we'll be able to do... We'll get another lap in after this one. We'll catch that comment in a sec, Bob. 2 seconds. I knew I was never going to take the chicane as well as I did on the last lap there. Once you find the ideal turn-in point, you can take the chicane. That way every time in time trial. Yeah, that's the thing that I've been trying to get right. I mean, and to be honest with you, mate, that's for most of the lap for me as well, is just trying to get stuff right. 250? How was that an improvement? I didn't think I was up on my time at all there. I must have been, but just not realised. Oh, nah. Oh, man. All that time lost. Because of that. That's tragic. Right, we'll still have time to do one more lap after this one as well, so that's handy. Outbreak there, you see. No good. Solid. Let's just try and go flat out here. Might as well try it. Yes! Come on! We're getting there. We're getting there. Now I just need to be quick around the rest of the lap. We may have been knocked down by the def chicane a few times, but let me tell you, nailed it now. I'm not going to get it right on the next lap though, that's guaranteed, isn't it? Right, we might be down to the 45s then. We need 3/4 of a tenth. 75 thousandths. You couldn't even count that out loud if you tried. It's so quick. Such a minute amount of time. Let's see if we can improve by that much. We're down by that much pretty much at the moment already. So we got double the amount of time to gain. That's got to be quicker. Overall, that's got to be quicker. Absolutely is. There's our 3/4. And then some. Nah. No. No, we're going to lose it all. No! Could have been down to the 45s. Could have been down to the 45s. Oh, you can take the chicane flat every time once you find the right turning point. Yeah, that's it. I mean, we're miles off now. Oh, that's a gutter. Now I know how F1 drivers feel when they're about to do a quali lap and they go for the final run for like pole position. I'm not even in quali. I just really wanted to get down to the 35s, and that was my chance to do it. Right, once again, let's see if we can take it flat. I don't care now because we're not going to even cross the line. Simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. Easy, right? That's twice I've got it flat now. I did lift ever so slightly on the last one, but that was flat there because I just didn't care. That's the difference. When you're not overthinking it, you're not bothered. That happens all the time. That just on a time trial, just before we go into a lobby, I go, "Oh, I'll take this flat because I don't care," and I manage it fine. Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go. We do have the most points in this lobby. Unless someone down here has more. I think we've got the most manufacturer points. 700. Did I see someone with 800? Oh yeah, someone with 816. We've got 700. He's got 800. He's only got 20 more than us though. Right, final race of the stream. It's still been a good one. I have really enjoyed it. 2 races we've had a bit of a nightmare. First one, nightmare. Second race, really good fun. Third race, bit of a nightmare. Made up for it-ish. I think we're due an absolutely stonkingly good race. Surely. Surely by now. I'll not build it up too much because if it is a shit one, I'll be gutted that that's how we've ended the stream. But I'm feeling a bit more confident for quali. We're going to get, what will we get, 5 laps? Maybe 6 if we get out of the pits quick enough here. So I'm feeling a bit more confident now. Let's see if we can get a good time. And I think again we'll start on the mediums. I think for us that seems to be the strategy. That's working its best. Yeah, better chance here. Fewer 4-wheel drive cars. I didn't even look at the cars on the grid, but if there's less Subarus and GTRs, WRXs and GTRs, then yeah, we might be onto a winner. That's the next corner that I need to get right. It would be, wouldn't it? Well, that just sums it up. Right, luckily it's not going to affect the start of our lap. A little bit of aero damage, but we're all right. Oh no, and then even then out of the corner we've lost that, so that's all good. Right. Luckily that was our outlap, but I'd still rather a better outlap than that. Never mind. My lines in weren't that great, so I knew that I was going to be messing that one up. You know when you just get the feeling of falling over, you know you're about to hit the ground at some point, you're just waiting for it to happen. See if we can maybe get around this guy here. Oh, this is going to be tight. I don't want to sacrifice this lap. It feels like it's alright so far as well. Oh, slight tap of the wall. Slight tap of the wall. Oh, man. That mightn't have been too bad. We did lift slightly and all the rest of it, but as a banker lap, it probably wouldn't have been too bad. .46.9. You know, it could be worse. It could be a bit worse. Right, this guy up ahead's got a bit of a gap now to us because of our incident. So hopefully we don't close that gap to him, and we've got a bit of free running here, so... Good. You're just turning the wheel hoping that the car goes where you want it to go, knowing that it's not going to go where you want it to go. Right, next lap we have to hope is a good one. It's a shame because that sector was probably not too bad. Lost a lot of time on the exit of that corner because I just stopped caring, but... Oh, slight clip of the wall again. That was on exit that time. Jesus. Try again. Yes. Right, this will be my best lap. This will be my best lap so far. Definitely. Regardless of how well the rest of the lap earlier was going, that will have made up so much time. Oh, I've lost a fair bit there though. That's annoying. This might be a mid 46. Decent. Right, we can improve. We've got 2 more laps. We can improve. Come on. We can improve. We can improve. We can improve. That needed to be much smoother. That should have been so much smoother. It's still our best so far. That should be a mid 35 for us. As we've seen earlier though. Top times are already doing that there. 35 flat. 35.0. Right, another decent lap. See if we can get down to the 45s in this quali, yeah. Oh, I lost it again. Ugh. Right, this one won't be an improvement. We've lost a 10th. Well, we were a 10th up on our time, and then look at that there. We lost 2.5. For God's sake. Last lap. This is our last chance here. That's better. I think. 10th up. As long as I can get this turn to the right quickly enough. Might be alright, it might be alright, it might be alright. If we had slipstream here, we'd be absolutely laughing. .2, come on. This is so much, a much better lap. Keep it, go, go. Come on. Oh, no. Shit. I'm gutted. I am so gutted about that because I swear to God that was easily 2.5, 3/10 lost there. We could have had P2 there, I think. I don't think we would have had P1. But we could have easily had P2, I think. 3/10 lost there, easy. Bugger. Still though, it's not too bad. Right, it's not too bad. Let's keep going. P4, we've got to aim for a podium here, obviously. It goes without saying, we could even be aiming for the race win here, realistically. But how do we do this in terms of strategy? We're definitely going to start in the mediums. But do we just fuel save behind these guys, try and go that bit longer? Do we think that we push, try and get out into the lead? Do we aim for 10 laps? Then maybe get on to the hard tyres for the remaining 4 instead of trying to do 11, 12 laps on the medium? Maybe. I would love people's suggestions here. What do we think? What do we think? What are we thinking? Still a GTR up top. V8 Vantage in P2, actually. That's quite interesting, that. V8 Vantage P6 as well. But myself and P3 and 4 are in the Supra. Then we've got a WRX behind us. Oh, this could be the race, guys. This could be the race. With a decent result that we've been hoping for. I'm not going to bank on it, but I would love a podium out of this. P3's not too far away in terms of time. We're very, very, very close. P2 is also not too far away. They're both with 3/10 off the pace of the leader. We were 3.5. It's exciting. It's exciting. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Let me know your thoughts in terms of strategy. What do we reckon? Let me know, because I think, I mean, to be fair as well, we could see what the other guys are doing. I have a feeling they're going to be consistently at that pace, whereas I feel I've obviously only managed to get that kind of pace, that low 46 a couple of times. You know, the low 6.2, so I'm kind of unsure. We've raced against him though. I recognise the Cars themed logo livery. P2 and 3 I don't recognise. 10 and 5 on the hard. Push on the mediums a bit more. I think I'm agreeing with you, Bob. I think I've got to try and stay in touch with them. I think I've got to. And I have a feeling they're going to be doing the same as well, because they're going to need to push to try and keep the lead, aren't they? So, push, 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 says Craig. I'm all for it then. Do we think we still... Craig, you agree with Bob, though? 10 laps, you think? 10 laps. So, we can't push too much, but we're just not fuel saving as much as we were previously. What I should have been doing while we waited there was this. Michael says, can't help with strategy, but good luck. Appreciate it, mate. Thanking you. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed here. I really am. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, look at that, 1.1 second gap between the leader. When we go back to that chat there about the gaps between the lead, it's crazy. Some of them are so inconsistent as well. .3 to the leader now, though. Try and keep it within that. I'm going to short shift relatively early as we go. Out of the corners and onto the straights. P1 and 2 side by side. That is exactly what we want. Costing themselves a fair chunk of time. I'm going to short shift as we go through here as well. Look at this. Look at this. This is exactly what you want to see in front of you when you're chasing down P1, 2 and 3, is to see P1, 2 and 3 all within literally 2/10 of each other. That is also what you want to see as well. A bit of smoke, cars close to each other, and a bit of smoke. And cars off the racing line. Everything. Everything. All right, we've had a better run there. But that Vantage is going to be good in a straight line. try and tuck this to the inside here. He's going to have the better exit, or he's going to have a slight advantage mid-exit. We're up to P3. We're up to P3. Work with me, mate. Work with me, work with me, work with me. No, he's going to try and go for the overtake around the outside. I thought he might have tried working together there. It's a good overtake. It's a good overtake. I'm going to try and work with him though, because we're so close to P1 here that you can't let this opportunity go by fighting for P3 and 4. You can't be this close to P1 and try and be watching your mirrors the whole time. So let's just go. Let's just go. Come on, come on. Need to tighten my wheel. Oh, look at that. Side by side, out of the corner, out of the hairpin there. Going to be right on the back. I'm sliding all over there. I was sliding all over. Oh, he's had an absolutely storming exit. The guy in the WRX there. Look at the time he's made up. He's now in the mix. Naturally, we get pushed a little bit out wide there. Nothing we can do about that. All fair game. He's got the pace in the slipstream as well. Just manages to match the pace of the Supra when he's in the slip of those guys there. I think what I need to now do is just stay behind them, stay on them while they're fighting, and fuel save like crazy. I really think that's what I need to do. I just need to fuel save now. Whatever I can, wherever I can. P1's starting to make a bit of a gap there, so need to play it safe. Ooh, a couple of squirms on exit from the guys up ahead. Work with me, see if you can work with me, come on. Oh, he's not even quick enough in the slipstream. He's not gaining in the slipstream. He's probably fuel saving actually. He's probably fuel saving. Or he's going to go for a move here. Which is going to be, I don't want to watch my mirrors as I go into the corner though. That's not the way to do it. As long as that can stay within 2 seconds, I'm happy fuel saving. Look at that, 1.2. And I'm fuel saving all this time here. I don't know if they're pushing or not. Maybe P1's starting to fuel save knowing that he's going to end up falling a bit short. You can see how much of a better exit the WRX gets though out of most of those corners. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Right, now I'm hoping he's going to back out here. Yeah, he has done. Bit of front damage there. Oh, that's quite bad damage actually. That's quite bad damage. Oh, he goes into the pits, P2. Interesting. Right, he's been on the hard tyres all that time. Which might explain a bit of a hold-up. And all that sort of stuff. P1 now running away a little bit here. If I can get P3 out of this, I'll be well happy. So where I am now, I'm happy with. Just look at the exit speed that Subaru gets though. Crazy quick. Skywater behind, ending up in the wall there a little bit. Right, 5 laps remaining on fuel, which is good. So we got 7, 8, 9, 10. We could pit lap 11. Judging by fuel at the moment. Oh, the race leader. Whoa, whoa, the race leader has had an absolute nightmare there. I just realised, look at that gap, right. Whoo-hoo. We're on the back of him now. Oh, he must have had it. He must have had enough there in the S's. Oh no. Well, oh yes, basically. But I mean, he'll be absolutely gutted about it. This is what I'm talking about. Here we go. Could we be on to try and grab P1 before we even go into the pits? Go around the outside of him though. He's going to go... Oh no, he's not. He was going so slow on the inside there. He's got damage, hasn't he? He's got damage. He was going so slow on the inside there that I've just presumed he was going into the pits. We're going to try going to the inside here. Probably not going to work really, but just going to try and maybe force the mistake. That was never going to work really, was it? He was always going to have the advantage of the inside line there. Don't go to the inside, mate. Do not try and go to the inside. Oh, I think he was going to as well. Oh, yes, mate. Problem being, though, look at all this. We've had such a hold up here that everybody behind us is caught up. I'm now in the lead of the bloody race. Somehow. Jesus. Somehow I'm still in the lead of the race. What's he in? What's he in there? Is he in the... Why can't I work out what car he's in? Is he in the Toyota? Oh, he is. He's in the Supra as well. Oh, dear. That was as close as I could be to that wall there. That was as close as I could be to that wall. Right, guys, thoughts on strategy. What do we reckon? Where do we go from here? Yeah, he's in the Supra. Yeah. Don't know why it took me so long to realise. Stu, what do we reckon on strategy here then? Where do we go? He's got the pace, he's pushing quite a bit, I think, in the slipstream there as well. He's not fuel saving. Pit lap 13. Oh, that's a bold strategy, that. That is a bold strategy, that. Be honest, mate, I'm not so sure, you know. I'm not so sure. The only reason I'm not so sure is that the fuel saving and the time lost for the... It's only a handful of laps on the hard tyres. And the hard tyres, to be honest with you, didn't feel too bad when I was on them on low fuel. That's the only thing I'm thinking. I did feel like when I got onto the hard tyres, that when I stretched to lap 12, I think on that last race, I think the crossover had maybe gone beyond crossover where the hard tyres were a little bit better, perhaps. Oh God, I feel horrible when I put my foot down there. Midway through the chicane, putting my foot down. Push, push, push. Pit lap 11. Well, in terms of fuel, that's what we're on track to do. And he is pushing behind. I feel like he's pushing behind. We've literally just got enough to do to lap 11 if we continue with a bit of fuel saving this lap. I feel like he's now dropping off because he's not gaining that much in the slipstream. He's gaining a little bit. He wasn't gaining that much in the slipstream there as he was on the previous lap. And I start to wonder now whether he's now trying to do a bit of fuel saving. Oh my god, that's cost him a big chunk of time. That I shouldn't laugh like that because it's happened to me many a time and it's not very nice, but it's alright when you're in the lead. It's alright when you're in the lead. Right, I'm going to go fuel map 2 for the rest of the straights just to make sure I've got enough. And I will pit lap 11, I think. Right, we've got enough to go one more lap. We pit end of this lap. Look at that, see, people are getting into the pits now with like look at that, 2% fuel. Jesus. Almost thought I'd lost it there. Oh, Stu, I've just seen your comment saying box, box, box. Did you put that before I crossed the line to start lap 11? Come on. Yeah, you did. Yeah, maybe with him dropping back, we would have had the chance there, wouldn't we? Yeah. It's all right though. I feel like we're still good. We're still good. We're still good. I'm just really concentrating now. As soon as I feel the car unsettle or I feel a shake through the wheel, I'm like, oh no, 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 no. I'm just waiting for it to go wrong. Right, here we go then. That's too slow, but don't run too wide here. Do not get a penalty. You absolute dipstick, Rodney. Come on. Right, we've came in on the mediums. I'm pressing the hard tyres. We know what I'm like when I get to the pits. Forever putting the wrong tyres on. Or pressing do not refuel when we need to refuel. Or refueling when we don't need to refuel. Right. Let's just watch this here as well, because where am I going to need to go? I'm just going to overfuel just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right, this guy's out to into the lead, but he's not pitted, I believe. Or has he pitted? Question. That sounded like Ferrari, that, didn't it? Question. Has he pitted? Do we know if he has pitted or not? He wasn't one of those guys that was in front of us originally and was getting caught up, is he? I think he might be, you know. I think he might be. I'm P2 in race, yeah? I don't think he's been in... Maybe he has been. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name. He has pitted. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Oh, was he the guy that was on the hard tyre? Because if so, we're never catching him. Because he'll be on the medium now. I think that's him, isn't it? He's on the medium tyre, so he's going to be absolutely rapid. So it's a case now of hopefully holding on to P2. It's a case of holding on to P2 now, which is going to be easier said than done because this guy behind me, I think, has got good pace as well. feel like I'm driving too cautiously on these hards. I can probably push them a little bit more, I think. And push fuel as well. I don't need to worry about fuel so much. We've got 2 laps to do. I think we'll be fine. Six-second gap to the leader. He's had a great race, pitting that early, because he's managed to stay on the back of the race leader, stay in front of me, who were on medium tyres. He's managed to hold pace very, very well, and then of course he's just worked an absolute treat of an undercut for himself. Would have been interesting to see how that played out had the race leader not have made the mistake that he did. Absolutely boiling in this room now. I'm absolutely sweating here. Oh no, that's outbraked slightly. No, no, no. Get your foot down and get away, because he's right on the back of us now. Right, we're approaching the last lap. Is he going to catch up to us? 1.4 seconds. He was 1.2 or 3 before, so he has dropped slightly. I don't know tyre offset or where he's at on his strategy here, but I hope we're all right. That guy is absolutely flying, isn't he? P1 there. Absolutely flying. Right, and still take it relatively easy here. 1.5 seconds. I just don't want it to be trying too hard to keep P2 and end up binning it like I just almost thought I was going to there. As long as I can keep him outside of a second. Oh, he's made a mistake. Made a mistake, lost himself a couple tenths there. Magic. I'm happy about that then. Best lap. God, shows the difference that a bit of weight makes, doesn't it? With fuel depletion. I hope and pray the race leader has put it into the wall, or puts it into the wall at the Def Chicane. That'll be icing it on the cake for this, what has actually been probably one of my favourite races in the manufacturer season so far. Come on. I'm going to be well happy with P2. Well happy with P2. Yeah, let's cross. Make sure we cross the line with enough fuel here, shall we? Oh, yes, mate. Yes, mate. What an absolute treat. Oh, that was mega. That was absolutely mega. Love that. Absolutely love that. What a race. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Really appreciate everyone tuning in for this one. This has been, and we waited till 11 PM as well. You've waited like 4 hours, 3 hours for a decent race like that and a good result. His pace, by the way, the race leader there, mighty impressive. That is absolutely awesome. To have kept it together those first 4 or 5 laps on the hard tyres, and then just run away with it on an undercut like that was absolutely just top-notch stuff in the GTR there. So I am well happy with P2. Best result of the night. One of the best results that we've had in terms of manufacturers. Yeah, just absolutely mega. Saving that replay. Awesome. Really, really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it.
I can't wait for Interlagos next week. I'm really, really looking forward to that one as well. I did panic the other day when I saw my calendar and I thought I was going to end up missing it, but I was looking at the wrong date. So I'm so looking forward to Interlagos, one of my absolute favourite tracks. I've got a lot of work that needs doing there, and I've kind of made sure that the first few hours before I go do the stream, I will be able to get some practice in. And my plan is to do all 5 slots, 5 long races of Interlagos, full night dedicated to manufacturers. Last race of the manufacturers season. This one has been by far the best that I've done so far in terms of results, in terms of the races, the streams, everything. It's all been absolutely mega. So appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Stu, because you're in chat as well, I owe you yet another huge thank you, and I will continue to thank you for this wheel, mate, honestly. Genuinely feel and can see quite clearly the difference that it's made in terms of pace. It's absolutely mega, mate, honestly. You've got no idea how many people I've told about this wheel as well, and the fact that some person that I've never met down the bottom of the country or wherever you're based has sent this wheel through nothing more than absolute kindness and being an absolute all-round legend. So what a hero. But yes, next week, next Friday, the 30th, if I remember rightly, is it? It'll be my last day as well before I go on holiday. Well, actually, no, it won't. That's a lie. I take that back. So next Friday, well, it's my last working day, actually, as in the office. Next Friday will be manufacturers. Then I believe the Sunday we've got British Heart Foundation. And then the Monday night, which is the 1st of October, if I remember, or the 31st. Can't remember now. Yeah, I think it's the 1st of October. No, it's not. When is it? It's the 2nd or the 3rd of October. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be streaming on that Monday night, and then early hours of the Tuesday, we go away on holiday. We're going to Mexico for 2 weeks. So there'll be no streams for a little while after that. But that Monday night, I'm going to make sure that is a really, really good one before going away on holiday. Nations Cup, I'll not be doing that tomorrow, no. Although Suzuka, I wish I hadn't looked at this, because I guarantee it's going to be one that I would absolutely love. What is the specified car? Do we know? Oh, come on. Come off it. Oh, man. I would love to have done that one, but I can't do it. I can't do it tomorrow. So that's a bit of a gooder. What's next week's race, actually? I might be able to do next Saturday's. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm then off work. Oh, Group 3 Trial Mountain. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We've just done all that, I think, haven't we, in one of the daily races. Right then, I'm going to leave everyone there. What an awesome night, awesome stream, awesome races, awesome results, awesome bunch of people you are in chat. I remember when I used to stream, I say this all the time, there was literally no one in chat, so honestly, huge difference, and it means a lot. So, Supra drives great. It does. Not a bad little car, is it, the Supra? James, I hope you're paying attention. Said I was in the wrong car. Right. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Enjoy the weekend. I will catch you all on Monday for whatever the daily races end up being. I shall see you all then. Toodles!